The doctor will see you now, individually and collectively. Well, I was told that I was coming to UCLA to speak and that not to worry about it because I wouldn't have to speak about anything, and here I am, and it's time to speak, obviously. I have nothing to say, except it's a very nice day, and you're very lucky to be at this school. It's a great school, I think. I didn't go. Well, I took a couple of classes here one time. And this trailer, I'd never seen it before. Has anybody seen One from the Heart? 7 people. Okay, that's better than nothing. So are there students here? Maybe this is all I can say. Are there students? No, I know there's students. Are there drama students, speech drama students here? Probably. Yes? All right. Well, then I'll give you some advice about acting. Get out. Quick, get out now before you've been kicked in the teeth. Maybe you already have. It's hard, you know, it's really tough. It's a tough profession to make your mark in, but if you can figure out that you're satisfied with just making a living and working at it, then you should go ahead and do it. Because it's a very slim chance that anything else is going to happen, because I have a feeling, and I think I'm right about this, that in the end, I mean, when you get up to these things about these nominations and awards and all this stuff, it's not so much to do, and I'm not belittling myself, but it's not so much to do with talent as luck and sheer, I mean, God blew smoke down on me one day or something. It's not, I'm so lucky to have gotten this far, because there's an awful lot of good people out there. And I have a nephew who is 18 years old right now, and he's going to go to Loyola. And I don't know if there's anybody that age that's just starting college now, but it's just, I was telling him, you're in the crotch of life right now. You have to figure out what you're going to do with all this. I mean, it's all so exciting, and you have to make all these decisions and all these choices, and which way things are going to branch out. Or up. Well, anyway, it's a strange metaphor, but that's... I don't know. I feel sorry for you. I don't feel sorry for you. But anyway, you know what he said? My nephew, I think, is a very talented artist. You know, he's a wonderful, he can do perspective without even trying, and he can do drawing. And I said, you should be an artist. And he's smart enough already to know I don't want to be an artist, because if you're an artist, you have to throw your fate, you have to just, maybe you'll make some money someday or maybe not. I mean, you have to be so passionate and dedicated, and you have to be willing to settle for nothing, because that's most likely what you're going to get. He says, no, I'm going to go get a job, I'll probably be a vet or something like that, something that he doesn't particularly want to do, but he says, I'll make my money doing something that I don't want to do, and I'll have my fun spending the money. I don't know if that's a great attitude, but it's sort of realistic in a way, because... like I said, it's hard to make ends meet, being an actor or being an artist. So now, as I said, I had nothing prepared to say, and I've just run on like this.
Miss Garr, over here, over here.
Aliens. I was in Close Encounters. I know which one of you are from this planet and which aren't. I was instructed when I did the film.
To your right in the corner.
To my right,
here.
yes.
Okay.
It's a question?
Yeah. What do you feel about the reception that One from the Heart was given when it first came out?
Well, I don't feel very happy about it, needless to say. If I were to say I was happy about it, I'd be a jerk. But, you know, Francis Coppola is a brilliant, genius director, and he made those movies, The Godfather and Apocalypse and all those films, and anything that he does, they're waiting to see what he's going to do. So if it isn't what they want it to be, he's punished for it, and it's not very, very fair. But another thing that he did, I think he alienated all the system, which is all the big studios like Columbia and Warner Brothers, and they are businessmen. They are not artists. They are businessmen. So he said, I don't want to do it your way. I want to do it my way. I want to open it at Radio City Music Hall, and he was going to be like a, Saul Hurok, I don't know, showman. And they said, no, you can't do it this way. You have to do it our way. And Francis said, no, I'm going to do it my way. So that even before the movie came out, they hated it. And then when they didn't understand it, then they really, oof. But It's possible. Now, I told this story once before about Picasso was painting a portrait of Gertrude Stein, and her friend was it's another woman artist poet. I can't remember what her name was. Alice B. Toklas, exactly, on the nose. You win, $200. Alice B. Toklas came to see this painting, and it was months and months and months of Picasso doing this painting. And she came to see this painting of Gertrude Stein, and she looked at it, and she said to Picasso, "That doesn't look anything like her at all." And Picasso said, "I know, but it will." So this is sort of what I feel about Francis's movie, One from the Heart. It will, they'll put it away for a while and bring it back. What he did, I think, too, because I was there, is do a sort of a personal reflection of his own relationship with his wife. Like he did a self-portrait with One from the Heart. And it's very difficult to put a mirror up to yourself and really look in there and put in all the wrinkles and all the things. I mean, and he had a hard time with it, but God love him, he tried. And the critics didn't buy it, so he took that chance. You know, in Tootsie, it's so interesting, mostly it was written by Larry Gelbart, who's just so brilliant. He wrote Oh God and MASH and all kinds of things. And then my second draft, my part was mostly fleshed out by Elaine May. And Elaine May takes no credit for the movie. And she's also been doctored up a lot of movies, like Heaven Can Wait. I think she worked on Reds. A lot of things. And she never takes credit. And I asked someone about it, and they said, because she doesn't want to take a chance of being criticized. So there's a 50-50 chance that you're going to get criticized, so she decides she doesn't want to take that chance. It seems so strange to me. Because if you're going to be in the performing arts, or actually in any arts, you have to step out there and say, okay, I'm ready for pot shots, I'm ready for praise, and I'm ready for arrows. It's very, very few of us that say, I'm ready for nothing. I mean, for years, I did things, and I worked very hard, and no one knew that I was even there. They were looking at the other person. So anyway, it's nice that I got this far as, to be in a position where I'm noticed. Any more questions?
Hello? Hello? Congratulations on your Oscar nomination. How did you find out about it, and what was your first reaction, and what do you feel about having an Oscar nomination?
Oh, so that's a big question. I heard about it. I was on my way to work. I just finished doing this movie called Mr. Mom with this wonderful actor named Michael Keaton. And I had to be to work at like 9:30, and they announced these things at 9. So at 9:04, my agent called and said, you got this nomination. And I was completely surprised because I thought, you know, Jessica Lange had won all these other awards and Golden Globe and I don't know what. I thought, well, they'll just pass over me. So I was completely surprised and very elated for about 4 minutes, and then I was angry. Now, I don't understand this reaction, but I was going, well, it's about time. I did that. I'm telling you now because I wouldn't say this to a big press media thing, but this is a small group, and you won't tell. But that's actually what I did. I said, it's about time. And not only did I say it's about time, but I said, what are you talking about, supporting actress? I want to be the best actress. So now I got my work cut out for me. And I never really aspired to those things before. I mean, I never admitted that I wanted to because it's too, I guess just like Elaine May, it's too painful to say I'm going to try for this, and then you don't get it. So I think I want to try. I want to go on. I want to try for the big stuff. I mean, you get to that position, and it's like you want to try for the bigger stuff. But I remember a story now. A friend of mine is Carol Kane, who's a wonderful actress. And one year she was nominated for Hester Street as Best Actress. And actress, can't even say it. I want to be nominated for it. She was nominated for Best Actress, and she got telegrams and calls and balloons and flowers and it's all like that. And then she didn't win, and the night of the awards you go to this party afterwards, and people come up to you like, your leg has been amputated. We're so sorry, and you walk around like this, like, Oh my God. And then you think, but I didn't even ask for this nomination, and now I have to feel horrible for a whole. Then the best part is the next day you wake up in the morning and you look at your phone. And you look at your phone, and you look at and nothing happens. So she told it to me in a very light way that it's humorous, and I have to take it with a grain of salt that there's a big chance of this happening to me. So I have to be, prepared for that. It's not a big thing. I mean, my God, I have to also think we're not curing cancer here. There's nuclear war. We're involved with El Salvador. I mean, things are happening in this world that aren't as important. So, but it's gearing up. I mean, it's Monday. So after the, after Monday, I probably will think about the real things in life too. But I'm thinking about my dress. Yes, I am, and stuff like that. Okay. Anything else?
Do you see yourself more as a comedic actress or a serious actress?
Well, I just see myself as an actress, but I always get cast in these comedy roles, or even I think when I do serious things, I get laughed at. No, that's not true. But as a defense to speaking in front of large groups of people, or Johnny Carson show, or any of that stuff, rather than go on there like a lump and be straight, serious, I say witty things because I'm defensive. So then I come off like I'm a comedy actress, I guess. I don't know. But I have a feeling if I did Miss Julie, there might be some laughs. I don't know. I'm willing to try. See if I can get away with it. So there are drama students here. Now, I took a class here. I went to what's called Cal State Northridge. I also came here and did this musical comedy class and a class in psychology. This was night school here. And I liked being here at this school. It was great. But I think I didn't apply for this school, or I probably wouldn't have had the grades, let's face it. But anyway, I was in the speech drama department at Cal State Northridge. And all I did was build sets and read for plays and never got them, and study about costumes, and I wasn't interested. At night I was a chorus girl at the Coconut Grove, and I was interested in that because I was in professional show business. I mean, that's what I figured it was, and I had my name in my shoes, and it was something. But school is good, I'm not belittling it, and you have to figure out a way to, education, make life work. Solve some of the problems of the world through art or through science or through something or other. You'll figure it out. It's up to you. Sorry. I've already passed this part.
Yes, you've been doing a lot of really good roles as, major roles, but looking at your past, on the Sonny and Cher show, you played opposite Sharon at the laundrette. I think that's some of your best. No. I know it's totally different from what you're doing now, but you were so funny, and that's most of the reason I watched the show. Was most of that written, or did you come up with a lot of that yourself?
No, that was written. But I did Sonny and Cher show for about 3 years, and to me it was just filler. It was about one step above being a cocktail waitress. I didn't think, I was a high-minded actress and studying acting and doing plays, and I got this job on Sonny and Cher show, and it was like burlesque. It was like be the nurse and I didn't mind because I was getting paid, and I once again felt I was in professional money to pay for classes, but I didn't really take it that seriously. And now they play some of them. I get to work with people like Jerry Lewis and like that. I don't know. It was too in the same position I was, jerk. Except he made a movie of it. Those were the days. Yes, Sonny and Cher. So Cher spoke here too. Well, she's talented. She's very talented, and reality, when you're a star, it's a different thing.
I have two questions.
Yes.
First of all, he was trying to talk you out of wearing that dress, and I was wondering if you got the dress, and if you.
I haven't gotten the dress yet. I'm waiting. I was going to go out shopping later about this. I have this girlfriend who's this very new wave punk girl, and she has this black, why not joke with it? Why be serious? And go with a dog collar. And, it would only show that we're all people able to express. It's a good idea for me to wear it. It's just amazing it's a fashion show, the award. What is that? That's what it's about. And look at how this one is, and look at how that one is. But it's the more they can put in their ad, and the more they're putting their ad, the more the people go see the movie. And if anybody's interested in getting in that, but nobody seems to. They keep thinking they know it, and they don't. See, this is why I'm not in a position to say what movies should be made. I would say great literature, I think. Well, I mean, kids are. I mean, it depends on the audience. It's interesting. There isn't. So, okay, the question about my dress. That was it?
I have another one. A little more good. You were not recognized until Tootsie. I mean, there were great things that Teri Garr is a household name. But now that it's starting to become a household name, does it bother you if too many people start coming up to you on the street?
I can't wait to hear what she said.
She believes she now belongs to the public.
You're mine and I'm yours. Well, in New York it got to be a little, because in LA you're in the car driving around and you don't get near people that much. In New York, walking down the street and people say, "Are you who I think you are?" They go, "No, but close." It hasn't bothered. I was in Bloomingdale's trying to buy some underwear, and there was these little girls just staring at me. And I just leave. But I don't know. I guess it happens to people. It's illusion that's created. I mean, I think you can stir it up or not, and John Travolta can make people watch it. Is Paul Newman, who has an office on 57th Street in New York. His secretaries call up and say, "Is he leaving the building?" It must be horrible after a while. But it seems to me now, if I got laws that I have yet, I would certainly try to say something meaningful or something that might turn the wheels of somebody's head. But I don't think celebrity is not about that. It's about, this flesh and blood as opposed to that flesh and blood, and what's the difference, and it's a very complex kind of thing. I don't know if anybody saw this movie, King of Comedy, which is a strange movie of Martin Scorsese, but it's about that. It's about those people that ask for your autograph, and that it's a very obscure sort of thing that I don't want to know about it. I just want to go on with my life, do my laundry, empty the trash. No, I want to get staff now. I've changed my mind. But thank you for saying that about my work in the past that was never recognized. I worked before, Hi. I figured this is all going to be over next week. Okay, go on. Sorry.
Thanks. In Oh God and Close Encounters, you played the wife of fruitcakes. Or not necessarily fruitcakes, but people with greater than normal activities. How did you feel about those roles? Were those your favorite roles? What has been your favorite role?
Well, I liked doing One from the Heart a lot. That was a great experience. And I liked doing Tootsie, too, because Tootsie was... Sidney Pollack is a great director, and he allows the actors to... he feels once he's hired you, you're the paintbrush. You can do it yourself. I like that a lot. But in Close Encounters, what I think also is, as far as acting in the movies and television is concerned, once you hit it with one thing, even vaguely, that's what you are. And when I did Close Encounters and I was the wife of the man that something happened to, then they said, "Let's make her be the wife again. Let's make her be the wife again. And let's make her be the wife again." It's like I couldn't do anything else. I said, "How about a nurse one time?" "No, we want you to be the wife and the mother." And I never got past. I mean, I finally got past it, but I just figured it would wear itself out. But I had a little thing I used to say about when I did Close Encounters and Oh God, and these two movies were so similar, and especially my parts in them, and they came out at such a together, close time together, yes. And in one movie, in Close Encounters, and in Oh God, both of those movies were about religious movies. Actually, they were both about the higher things and something happening. And in one movie, God was revealed as a cab driver, and in another movie, God was revealed as a chandelier. Of course, Steven Spielberg didn't like me for saying that, because they worked hard on that. But his idea of this, the aliens coming down in this beautiful, crystal, beautiful thing with it's musical and lovely and these little creatures. Stephen is amazing. He really is. He's a sweet, he's like a child. If you left a trail of M&Ms over here, he'd follow you home. He's a sweet guy. He really is. So I hope I work for him again. Is he here? Oh, I just said some nice stuff about you, Stephen, so I wondered. Oh, he's hoping to win the Academy. What's so exciting all Monday? We'll see. Is this the end? Oh, okay. I thought so. I was starting going like this. Okay. Well, now, film students, UCLA Film School, great film school here too, right? Yep. No? SC's better? I don't know. My brother went to SC, so I've always been a little rivals, you know. Any more questions? And this is the beginning of the, yes?
To the left, other side.
I think One from the Heart is coming out again. I understand that Zoetrope brought it back from Columbia and that they're going to re-release it or something, but we hear these rumors all the time. Like I say, I think it's going to take a while to sit and cook. Maybe in a couple of years they'll bring it out. Make some sense.
Ms. Garr?
Yes.
To your left? Your
My left would be here. Okay.
I just want to know your full name, where you were born, and how old you are. And are you single?
Yeah? You and 50 million other guys. Well, my full name is, well, Garr is not my, it's so complicated. Garr is not my real last name, because my father was in vaudeville and it was Gnaud, and he changed it by the numerologist, so yeah, crazy background, and to Garr. And I was born in Hollywood, and then I grew up sort of in the valley, for sure, gag me. Except New Jersey, too. Well, that's part of it, too. I went to New Jersey because they passed me off over there, and then in Cleveland, and then back here, but mostly in the valley. And the part about how old I am, let's see, what should I say today? I'm somewhere, I can't tell you how old I am, it's too horrible.
Take a shot.
I'm in the upper register of 30s. Oh, it's just dreadful. Well, so I've been around. I don't think, thanks. Was I with you? No. Just kidding. Just kidding. This is not a nightclub. What kind of a thing am I talking about? I guess I feel like I'm 11 mostly, so it doesn't count. Yeah.
Ms.
I'm
Garr?
sorry, I can't. Yes.
You recently had 3 pretty much major films released around the same time. When in recent times, or when did you start getting quite a few offers? Because you seem to be working quite a bit now.
Well, never. I have never gotten quite a few offers. I usually, I hear about things, and if they're good and they're interesting, I think I want to get up for it, and I try for it. But I haven't really spent a lot of my time fielding offers or sifting through scripts, deciding what I'm going to do. It just doesn't work that way, although it seems like it does when you read about it. You know, quite honestly, I think Jessica Lange probably does. I think she is the romantic leading lady, and she gets a lot of, they want her for everything. But I don't. Maybe I will sometime. I like fighting for things more. I don't like things handed to me, because then I don't think, it's like Woody Allen said, any club that wants me to be a member, I don't want to be a member of it. Something like that. I think, why do they want me for that movie, huh? What's wrong with it? But this stuff that I think they don't, they're thinking Deborah Winger, they're thinking Jessica. I said, can I read? Let me do a test. I'll try. I've always been one for that. I have some stories about that. I've always loved auditioning and trying and creating roles. A few years ago, Mike Nichols made this movie called The Fortune. And I read the script and I thought it was hysterical. And I wanted so desperately to audition for it. And, this is this little story about tenacity. And anyway, I fought and fought and fought. I said, finally, Mike Nichols has practiced practically chosen the girl he wants, Stockard Channing. He wants her to do it. But he saw you in Young Frankenstein. He's going to give you a chance. He's going to let you read for it. So I rushed all around town, and I got this old dress. She was supposed to be, it took place in the 20s. She was supposed to be sort of a homely, rich girl. And I got this hat that was down to here and this funny dress, and I studied the scene. And he had another actor in there reading the scenes in the office, in the audition. And just before I went in, I thought, I think I'll put a little mustache, just because she's a little ugly. Not that that's unattractive, but I just thought it would add to the character. And I went in and I did the scene, and I came out, and I was with this guy, and I said, well, how do you think it went? He says, you're the best one. I mean, I've been auditioning with girls all day. He laughed. He loved it. You were fabulous. I said, oh, really? Oh, thank you. I said, do you think he noticed the mustache? He went, oh, no, he didn't see it. Do you get it? Yeah. Well, one of those humiliation stories that if you want to be an actor, get used to those, okay?
Miss Garr?
Okay, yes.
I saw you in Young Frankenstein about a while back, and I was wondering... I mean about 3 weeks ago. And I was wondering, how do you feel about Mel Brooks, or did you feel like his doormat too?
Oh, no. Mel Brooks is so wonderful. Words can't describe how wonderful. He should come here and speak. He'd love it. He is so funny and so great and so smart and so, here's this young guy that went and worked on the show of shows and saw everything and did everything and smart as a whip. And just Young Frankenstein, I think, is one of my favorite films of his, not just because I'm in it, but because it's great. But he saw those old movies, and he made an homage to them, and in every little detail he knew what he wanted. Plus the fact that when you work for him on the set, you must laugh at his jokes all day long. And so it was wonderful. I mean, my sides hurt when I finished working there every day. That was great. That was the first big part I did in the movie, when I had my name on the billing and everything, and I was very excited about it. He's great. And I was not his doormat.
Ms. Garr?
Yes?
A lot of people have said that Dustin Hoffman is very hard to work with because he's such a perfectionist. What's your opinion of working with him, and how did you feel about it?
Well, I liked working with him. I liked working with a perfectionist because it's like playing tennis with somebody who's really good, and you get to really play. And a lot of times you don't, because the ball just sits there and they just walk around it. But he is great. He is very smart, and he knows all the details. He's another one. I don't mean this to sound anti-Semitic, but he's like this very smart Jewish guy and so is Mel Brooks. I don't mean anti-Semitic. Oh God, what have I said? But he's so smart, and he's so in tune with everything. He's definitely one of the chosen. That's, I think, what I mean about it. It's astounding how smart he is, and so is Sidney Pollack. So there was a lot of tension between the two of them, like two rams hitting their heads together, and egos, and who's right and who's not, and that's why a lot of stories came out of it. But he's not difficult to work with. I mean, for me, he wasn't. He was great. He's another one who should come and speak here. Let's bring them all over here. Any other questions?
Yeah, Ms. Garr.
Yes.
This is more just a comment. I really love seeing your life and your energy, and I really hope to keep seeing you make movies for a long time. I've been following you since the Sunday night, the mystery movie, when you were the police lady.
Oh, yeah. You mean McLeod?
Those are great, yeah. And I don't know, you're just one of my favorite actresses, so keep making movies, okay?
I sure will. Well, thanks a lot. I guess maybe, is this about it? Or is there more? Don't you guys have something else to do? Am I taking up too much of your time? I don't mean to. I mean, why am I always apologizing? Because I'm a woman. And that's another thing. I'm going to be the new representative for women in our society. And I'm going to go from a woman that's quiet and like a geisha girl, like all the men want them to be, to one that speaks up and says you can't do this anymore. I'm going to try and do that in my roles in movies. That's my secret goal. I'm telling you now. And I don't know where Diane is, but does...
Ms. Garr?
Do you think this is... I think I've told them enough about the meaning of life? Go see the movie. I think that's
You have time for one more question?
sure.
If we want to submit a script that we think you'd be interested in, how do we do that?
Submit a script?
Yes.
Well, give it to me. Where is it? I'll look
Okay.
at it.
Do you have an officer? Can we mail it to you or anything like that?
Yes, CAA. It's in Century City.
Okay. Thank
They're
you.
doing it to me. Okay, thanks. Thank you very much. And good luck to you all.